Hey, everybody, we're back here with Jake Tapper, host of The Lead and State of the Union on CNN. Now, actually, you had your book, The Outpost, which was made into a film with Orlando Bloom and Scott Eastwood, which was supposed to open at South by Southwest 6 weeks ago, and that didn't happen. What's happening with that film now?
It's actually coming out on July 3rd. It's going to be in theaters on July 3rd and video on demand. I'm actually making the announcement right now. This is the first time. And so people, if the theaters are open and if they're safe and all that, they can see it there. And if not, they want to stay home, they could watch it on, with iTunes or Amazon, any video on demand service, and they could watch it. And I have to say, they did a really good job. Rod Lurie, the director, and the cast. You mentioned Scott Eastwood, Orlando Bloom, Caleb Landry Jones. They did an amazing job. It is very immersive, very intense, and I've seen it now a couple times, and it's really powerful.
Did you go see the shooting on location?
I did, and they shot it. So Millennium Films makes this, and they usually make just like these huge blockbusters like The Expendables or London Has Fallen. They shoot out of Bulgaria. So it took a while, but I convinced my wife for us to go, and we took our kids, and we flew to Bulgaria, and they had recreated the entire outpost, which I never got to visit because by the time I had heard about the major battle that took place there in 2009, the U.S. had abandoned the base and bombed it. So I never saw it. Even when I went to Afghanistan twice to research the book, I got close to it. I got to the closest base, but it was still about 10 or 15 miles away. So they recreated the whole thing in Bulgaria, and it was unbelievable because this has been a major focus of my life's work for years, but of course I never got to see it. 3 of the guys who worked on the movie served at Combat Outpost Keating. They are all in the movie, and a couple of them served as technical directors as well, technical advisors. And they all said it was surreal and weird, but it also helped them with a sense of closure to visit this recreation of it. But Rod Lurie did an amazing job. He just throws you into the outpost, which, as you know, Stephen, because you've known about this for a long time, and the story was at the bottom of 3 steep mountains, 14 miles from the Pakistan border, is not the kind of place anyone should ever set up a base. When you watch the movie, it really feels like you're experiencing the battle, and the actors do a great job. So I was worried about it because, it's a true story, right? It's a true story, and we had a special screening in October, right around the time of the 10th anniversary of the actual major battle there, and we invited the studio and others. We invited Gold Star families, so people who had lost somebody at Combat Outpost Keating, and some of the veterans who had served there, and we showed them the movie. And I was so nervous because I knew how I felt about it, but you have no idea how somebody's going to take seeing an experience that they actually lived, recreated, or seeing somebody portraying their fallen son or husband, not only playing that person, but then dying on film. But so afterwards, I sheepishly went over to each one of them and said, "How do you think it was? Do you think we honored your service, or do you think we honored your son's service or husband's service?" And it was one of the most meaningful nights of my life because every single one of them said yes. And I hope that more people who see this, including others who are part of the Cop Keating family but weren't there that night, I hope they all feel that way. I do think it honors them by telling this story that remains fairly obscure, even though it is the most decorated, one of the most decorated units in Afghanistan, and 2 of the survivors went on to be awarded Medals of Honor. People still don't know the story.
And people can see it starting July 3rd, either in theaters or streaming. Jake,
Yep.
Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourself and your family and your dogs. And thanks so much for being out there, telling us what's happening, and reminding our public officials to follow the science.
And thank you for making us laugh. I can't tell you how much it means at the end of a brutal day. to come and to turn you on and watch you trying to make sense of it all and try to make us laugh and try to make us entertained. More Evie in the show would be great, by the way. More of her.
I totally agree.
Little less of you.
Totally agree.
Less of you, more of her. Just it's like making a good martini, just a little.
100%. 100%. Yeah. Just throw up my picture every so often, it'll be fine. Jake Tapper is the host of The Lead with Jake Tapper on CNN. Thanks, my friend.